Cody Brock 3, bronze to the main roster, new women's titles? Glad I skipped a week. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Four and 3 for Night of Champions and 4 and 2 for Battleground. Not bad. And I guess I shouldn't have put so much faith in Mustafa Ali having home field advantage for a title shot. I mean, Zelina Vega had it and she lost. But anyway, an awful lot of things have been going down this week. I'll work it in reverse and start with Asuka being crowned the new WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown. That would imply that Asuka is champ of the whole main roster, and I'm sure Rhea Ripley would have issue with that. Belt looks alright though, white-strapped version of Roman Reigns' new belt. But does that mean that Ripley will also get a new title to replace her SmackDown Women's title? I certainly hope so, but for the love of Mae Young, please don't call it the Divas Championship or even the Universal Women's Championship. I mean, I'd be okay with Women's World Championship, though, to go with Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. But nothing has been confirmed as of yet. Then again, we didn't hear of the WWE Women's Championship until the day of taping. So, with any luck, they'll spring it on us tomorrow. And, you know, if that happens, that's a good thing, because it finally solves the problem of each title being on the other brand. With both renamed, the champs can swap brands year after year, and it'll be like if the US and Intercontinental champs swapped. As long as each brand has a female on the top of the mountain, c'est la vie. Getting back to the World Heavyweight Championship, as they say in Street Fighter, here comes a new challenger. Braun Breaker, having squandered his opportunities to regain the NXT Championship from Carmelo Hayes, is looking for greener fields, or rather, more gold fields. At the end of NXT on Tuesday, he all but challenged Seth Freakin Rollins to come to NXT and put the shiny new belt on the line against him. Now again, chances are we'll get a response from Seth tomorrow, but whether Seth accepts it or not, and he probably will unless someone else on Raw wants the title first, this seems to be Braun kicking down the door to Raw and shouting, "Let me in!" And honestly, I thought he would move to the big leagues right after losing the title at Stand and Deliver. That's usually the whole reason an NXT superstar abandons a title at a big PLE, and yet they keep him around to do the heel turn and turn into the Frankensteiner he looked like at the start. Now, chances are if the match happens, this will be a test run for Braun to break into the main roster. If the match is good, and given the quality of the two superstars, I see no reason it shouldn't be, maybe then Braun will be brought up to Raw, perhaps as a replacement for Baron Corbin being sent down to the minors before his eventual release. Oh, come on, folks, you know it's coming soon. Here's hoping that Rollins vs. Breaker is the 5-star match that NXT really could use right now. And speaking of Raw, their second biggest name, well, third if you really count Gunther, seems to be pulling a Cowboy Bob Orton and will continue to compete with his so-called titanium cast on his busted arm. And much like Rambo 3, we're going to get a threequel that we so did not want to see. Or at least, I didn't want to see. Word is Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar will battle one more time in Detroit at SummerSlam 23. Look, Brock is a full-fledged free agent now. He can go to either show or even NXT and take on anyone he wants, though I doubt a title shot is in his future. But for some reason he wants to send Cody into retirement before he can fulfill his destiny of holding the big gold belt like his father. The first match ended fairly quickly with a roll-up. The second was more of a massacre than a match that ended with Cody passing out due to pain. You know, if there's going to be a third match, it had better be with a feud-ending stipulation. Now, some folks think it'll be a bull rope match, which is like a strap match, but with a thicker tether between the two and a cowbell in the middle. While that would be a good match given Cody's home field, I'm more hoping for something even more permanent. I'm Hell in a Cell, TLC, hell, even a First Blood match with all the bleeding the two have done done on PLEs lately. That seems to be a logical step. In any case, if there's two men I do not want to see fight forever, it's these two. Let Brock back off until the Royal Rumble and Cody see about taking Rollins into a title match. Talking Rollins into a match. Just end this feud for God's sake. I'm Chris Wolvie, the Wrestling Vlogger, who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace. And I'll see ya.